Working of your HVAC systems, oil refineries, power production in thermal-based power plants, and even our household appliances like AC and refrigerators. A heat exchanger plays a vital role and remains as heart for working of all these systems. In this video we are going to learn about what is a heat exchanger, what are its types, and working of some common types of heat exchangers used in industries. Welcome to Mr. Smart Engineering. Subscribe and support us to provide more contents like this to you. A heat exchanger is a device that transfers heat from one fluid to another without mixing them. They're used to heat or cool fluids in different processes. Your car radiator that cools the engine, your air conditioner that cools your room are kind of heat exchangers. Based on wide application and flexibility in design, a heat exchanger can be classified into many categories depending on many factors. In this video, we will have a look on most common type of heat exchangers that are used in industries. Based on the type of flow, the heat exchangers are classified into parallel flow heat exchanger, counter-flow heat exchanger, and a cross-flow heat exchanger. In a parallel flow heat exchanger, both the hot and cold fluids flow in the same direction. They enter the exchanger at the same end and move parallel to each other. This design is simple but not the most efficient, because the temperature difference between the fluids decreases quickly. A counter-flow heat exchanger has the fluids flowing in opposite directions. This setup is more efficient because it maintains a larger temperature difference between the fluids over the length of the exchanger. In a cross-flow heat exchanger, the fluids flow perpendicular to each other. One fluid flows through tubes while the other flows across the tubes. This type is common in applications like air conditioning systems and radiators. Based on the design, some of the common type of heat exchangers are a shell and tube heat exchanger, a double pipe heat exchanger, and a plate type heat exchanger. The shell and tube heat exchanger is one of the most common types. It consists of a series of tubes enclosed in a shell. A shell is a closed vessel in which the fluid enters at one side and exits at other side. The series of tubes in which the other type of fluid flows were typically made with materials with good thermal conductivity. When fluids flow in the heat exchanger, they transfer heat energy between each other, resulting in hot fluid becoming cold and cold fluid becoming hot. A double pipe heat exchanger consists of two pipes concentric to each other. In one pipe the hot fluid enters in at one end and exists at other end. And on another pipe the cold fluid enters in at one end and exists at other end. They transfer heat energy between each other, resulting in hot fluid becoming cold and cold fluid becoming hot. The plate type heat exchanger consists of multiple thin plates stacked together. These plates are assembled in parallel to each other and have provisions allowing the fluid flow between them. Usually these heat exchangers have ports in which the fluids enters through one ports, flow throughout the entire length, and return back at other end. While running along the entire length, the hot and cold fluids flow through alternate plates. Because of this, the area of contact between hot and cold fluid becomes more. Hence, these types of heat exchangers provide more efficient heat transfer between the fluids. Heat exchangers are vital components in many systems, making our lives more comfortable and industries more efficient. Hope you have quick overview of heat exchangers and their types. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more engineering insights. Thanks for watching.